Okay, what can I say about John, who I just figured out his name was John a few years ago, Miller. We always used to call him White Rob. I don't know if you guys ever heard me call him that before, but Harry, you remember White Rob, right?
It's my boy.
White Rob.
It's my boy.
So I used to cut hair at a barbershop, and there were a bunch of Robs, so we distinguished them by their ethnicity. So he was White Rob, we had Dominican Rob, Black Rob, we had so many Robs. But Rob always stood by my side throughout all the years. There's only a few friends you carry with you through your life, and he's always been one of them. And I'm so excited that when I first opened my first real estate company, he came on board, not even as an agent, but just to come and help. He never asked for anything in return, always stood by my side. We bought houses together, and he always gave more than he ever asked for. And he eventually ended up getting his real estate license, which was an accomplishment on itself. Not that he couldn't pass the test, but there were other reasons for that he'll explain to you guys. And I'm just really happy that he's able to be here with us and have his license hanging on our wall and just show us what he's made of, because John is an extremely hard-working person, and you don't need to be a college graduate to make money in this industry. You just need to be a person who perseveres, and John is one person who will never stop. As long as he's breathing, he's going to be hustling. So I'll let you go ahead and
Thank you, Will. Well, like Lewis said, my name is John Miller, or Robert Miller, whatever you want to call me. It doesn't matter to me, as long as you don't call me bad names, because I don't do bad things. I'm a family man. I believe very much in family, friends, taking care of people. I like to help. As Lou said, I helped him out a lot. I didn't ask for nothing because I knew it would come back to me in the end, either to my family, to me. Any way that Lewis could help me, he would, and he's done that. A little bit about me is, I could say I'm really nervous because I have a problem with speaking in public, so this is hard for me today, but I'm trying. I started work at a young age, doing paper routes, anything I could to get money. I worked for the DPW for 12 years. I made a few mistakes in life that led me down the wrong path, and kind of led me into working with Lewis. After that, I could say I really fell in love with real estate. We bought a lot of real estate together, flipped a few houses, kept a few of them. We have a lot of tenants, and I work well with them, take care of the properties. Lewis also helps me with that. I'm a family man. I have a great daughter. I live with my mother, not to sound like a little boy, but she's a single woman. I never met my father. Couldn't tell you what he looked like if I guessed, actually. So my mom took care of me my whole life, raised me and my twin brother. No, we do not feel the same things. No, if he gets hurt, I don't know. If he's upset, only way I do know is by looking at him, because I've known him my whole life. But I would know if Danny or Lou's upset by the way they look, because I know them also. So people ask me that all the time. Yes, we do have the same birthday. I don't know why I get that. He is my twin. We are mirror image twins, which are special twins, because if I was looking in a mirror with my left hand doing stuff, it would look like I'm doing it with my right. I'm left-handed, he's right-handed. Actually, my organs, all stuff in my body has moved over a little bit to my left because of we are mirror image twins. Just found that out a few years ago myself. Other than that, I got married a year ago to a great woman. I had bad luck with women my whole life. Lewis could tell you that. I had some crazy girls.
You looked for them.
I found them, but I didn't look for them. The girl that I'm with now, her name's Patty. She's a great woman. We get along great. We've been together on and off for, I say, 10 years. We dated, we stopped dating, back and forth. But she's a great woman. We never argue, we never fight. I never disrespect her. If we have a problem, we just talk about it, like friends. And that makes life a lot easier, a lot easier. She's great with my daughter, because my daughter's a big part of my life. She's a great kid, she's extremely smart. I don't know where she got it from, because she blows me and her mother out of the water with her genius. She is very smart. Other than that, my life is very simple. I'm a family man. I'm home every night early, unless I'm working at night. I spend a lot of time with my family. I really don't go out too much, because I'm cheap.
Nice.
We cook at home, we eat at home, you know, stuff like that. We like to stay together as family. It's simple, it's easy, and nobody loves you like family, just like nobody will hurt you like family. My twin brother lived with me for many years. We actually just separated about 8 months ago, so that's a little strange now that he's not around. I always had my best friend to talk to, which was my twin brother. We could talk about anything. Always had a friend there at all times, no matter what I did. He was there. If I was bored, I could go upstairs and talk to him. He was bored, we could go outside and shoot the shit for a little bit, and the day would go by, and if I had a problem, I could vent to him and he would vent to me. My mom lives with us, so we always took good care of her, and we kept her with us because she's a single mom and raised us so good that we didn't want her all alone. I don't see a problem with that. Some people do. My wife thinks that it's a good thing that if I treat my mom like that, that I would treat her very special also. And the way I treat my mom, my daughter also reflects on how I treat my wife, because she sees that in me, that I'm a good father, I'm respectable. I love them with all my heart. I'll do anything for them, just like I will for my friends. Anything. You call me, I run. Lou calls me 8 in the morning, I need the truck, I run. Anytime. Simple person. Did some stupid things in life that led me to this point, but now I'm happy with my life. I was a little negative at one time, and that got me nowhere. At one time, Harry was up here explaining that he was a fighter, always arguing and road rage, and I had the same problem for a little bit in life, but it got me nowhere fast. So I got rid of that in life. Now it's all about being positive, putting my energy towards being good or helping people, donating time, energy, just keeping it simple and keeping it family oriented is really what I think about every day.
Can you tell us how your life was when you came home from that extended vacation you went on?
Well, it changed my life because it was scary. Everybody tells you, I'll tell you, I went to prison for the things that I did wrong, and jail and prison are two different things. Jail is where you go to in the county and you stay for a month or two and you go home. I went to prison, a state prison. It's very scary. Actually, I went to a prison that was locked down, and I was locked down in a room for 23 and a half hours a day. And it's not the best place to be. I can tell you, it's scary. People can explain to you, you can watch your movies, you can see this. Nothing will prepare you for what you're about to see or go to because you're scared. But it changed my life. It made me think about life's too short. I have to do better. I have to make the best use of my time, because when you're laying there on that bunk and you got nothing but time to think about all the bad you did and how you can better your life. So being there bettered my life in a way, because now I really see life for what it is and think that the more positive I am, the more positive my outcomes will be. My negativity brought me there. Now my positivity keeps me away from there.
When you got your real estate license, that was one of the questions they asked, and they gave you a hard time about it. They want an explanation, right? And we put together a really nice letter.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, can you tell them what that letter consisted of? What were you in there?
It was really more about Lou helping me and giving. Lou really kind of wrote the letter with me and explained me as a person to the real estate agency, to the real estate company, to show them that I made mistakes in life, but you can't just look at one mistake I've ever made. Look at me as a person in whole, how I've helped people, how I actually did work. I wasn't just messing up my whole life. Even when I did mess up, I always held down a job, 40 hours a week, everything like that. So I explained all that to them, that I wasn't just a drug user, drug abuser, drug sales, criminal that did bad things my whole life and had nothing good to say about myself. No, it was one mistake I made that led me down the wrong path, but all the other things in my life, we explained to them, and they gave me my real estate license.
Yeah.
They accepted it.
Absolutely. I think they did the right thing with that. Now, when you say your daughter's smart, she's not just regular smart. She's like
she's
like rocket
gifted and
scientist.
talented. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's one of your biggest accomplishments, raising that beautiful daughter of yours. I want you to tell everyone here and everyone out there who's watching her accomplishments and how that makes you feel as a father.
Ever since she was little, when she was in kindergarten, she was helping a special needs kid read. She couldn't read herself,
Wow.
but she pretended like she could, to help this poor little girl. It would bring tears to my eyes because she's such a great kid. She actually was getting awards at that age that she didn't even know what the award was for. She was just being a kid, helping another little kid that had problems and other kids were picking on. And she's seen that that's not right and helped her. And ever since then, she just started doing good in school. We push her a little bit, but she really pushes us. And she shows us that she's gonna do it without us because she's that smart. She overcame me and her mother's schooling, so now when she needs help, we have to call a tutor because we can't help her. She's that much smarter than us. I mean, not to say that I'm stupid, but she's a genius. She's a smart kid. She does things that blow me out of the water all the time. She gets accepted to different programs. She's probably gonna get all types of free college, wherever she wants to go, because she is really that smart. She tries that hard. She works hard every day on her own. She never asks for our help. She is so independent, and she wants to be that way because when she was little, we grew up, when I raised her, we showed her everything. If we did laundry, she helped. If we cleaned the kitchen, she helped. If I cut the lawn, I showed her how things work. Even nowadays, I'm showing her how to drive, which is a little scary, but she's driving my big truck, and she's even great at that. So I'm not even scared. I'm pretty much laying back in my car. Go ahead, drive. Even we're in a parking lot. We're not on the street yet, but she's doing very well, and she just excels in everything she touches. She's amazing. And with the help of her mom and me and my wife and my mom, and even my brother, she just excels. She amazes us every day. She was the best gift God ever gave me.
Yeah, which is something else. It's definitely amazing. Like when you said that she was getting accepted into the magnet school.
Yeah,
right?
she's magnet school.
Yeah, I went to cosmetology school right next door, and we used to look at those kids that go to the magnet school as like the futures and like leaders, because not anyone can just go to that school. That's like something that you're like above gifted and talented. That's just like super genius status.
Yeah, she's very, very smart. She's actually wants to become a doctor.
Yeah, I can see that.
She wants to become a doctor, and I think she not that I think, I know she will do it if that's what she wants to put her mind to.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but you recently, did you meet your father for the first time, or you had to go to court to? I
went to court, and I seen him actually for the first time.
Can you tell everyone how you used to get locked up for your father's child support?
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
I was 18 years old, and driving down the street gets pulled over. Actually, it was just a stop, not a DWI stop, just like a registration insurance stop in Hillside, and it was by Keene College cops, not even Hillside cops, and I get locked up for child support. I'm 18. I'm like, this is my money. Why am I being locked up like this? Just because we have the same name, because my name is John Robert Miller. His name is John Richard Miller. Nobody spells the Robert in the license, so I get locked up for owing $40,000 of child support, and I'm trying to explain to the cop, when do you think I had the kid? I'm 18 years old. What job do I have that I make so much money that I already owe 40 grand in child support? They didn't care to lock me up, but I was released after they realized they were wrong. But it was a crazy story. A few times it actually happened to me because of him. I got locked up for speeding tickets and all this stuff one time, and I'm like, my license is as clean as a whistle. I have a CDL, I have, tanker, I have commercial to drive chemicals, no way. But still went to jail for him a couple times, so thanks, Dad. My dad really never gave me anything, never gave us money. My mom did it all on her own. The only thing my dad gave me was a receding hairline at 20 years old. Thanks a lot, you're real swell for that. But thank God it's okay that I can shave and it's cheaper. And Lou don't cut hair anymore, so I had nowhere to go anyway. Go ahead, Harry.
Yeah, I've known John a long time. I know exactly what you're talking about from where you started out, where you're at now. It's night and day transformation. But I wanted to point something out to you, because I listen to people speak, and I seen the transformation in you. You said that you don't know where your daughter gets these things from. So you said in kindergarten she was helping someone out, and she didn't even know what she was doing, but she was helping out. She gets that from you. You explain that, you help Lois, help anyone. And I'm speaking from experience. When I came into this office, I didn't have a laptop or anything. And he was like, you can use my computer He's like, here's a laptop for when you go on listing appointments so you look professional. So she gets that from you, bro.
Thank you.
Sometimes we don't give ourselves credit, and sometimes we don't see, you know, our kids don't, in my experience, I'll speak for myself, our kids don't listen to what we say.
No.
They watch what we do.
You're right.
Our actions speak louder than our words, and they'll mimic that. So honestly, John, straight up, man, you know, forget the video or anything like that, bro. You got a big ass heart, man. You're probably one of the most unselfish persons I've seen in this office that will drop at the dime if you ask something and you're more than happy to, with nothing in return but to just be of service to people. And the people that do that are truly blessed. And your blessing is that a lot of people have nothing but love for you, and you're a joy to be around. And I want to thank you from myself and my family. For when I came here, I didn't have anything. Not only did you give me the computer, you gave me the laptop, you asked me if I had any questions, to give you a call. And that's how I started out here in culture with you and Lewis. So I started out on a firm foundation of people helping me out. And that's what goes on in this office, and that's what makes it so special, is that people like yourself and Lewis and the rest of everyone in here that are willing to help each other. And that's why I think everyone's going to be the best version of themselves, because we're just building each other up. But I just really wanted to point that out, that you got a huge heart, you're an unselfish person, always willing to help, and I'm not surprised that your daughter's excelling, because you set a great example by what you do, not by what you talk about.
Thank you.
I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you,
You
Randy.
know, man, I was thinking the same thing. Don't sell yourself short, man.
I appreciate that. You know, I get a lot of it from my mom. She is a very, very, very selfless person. She will help anybody. A friend of mine is actually away in prison that she's never even met, but she's been taking care of him ever since I met him in the county when I was there, and we exchanged numbers. He called me when I was home, and my mom has actually been taking care of him. Never met the man, but sends him money, birthday cards. Is kind of his mom, because she's selfless. She doesn't worry about herself. And I try to do the same thing, because she taught me that you're not looking for anything in return. You want the good karma to come back to your family, and it does come back to your family. I want it to come back to my daughter, to my friends, to my mom, to our health, you know, to our wealth, to everything like that. I don't do things for you to do something back for me. That's not how life works in my eyes. I do it because I love you, I want to help you, or I know you and I want to learn to love you, and I want to help you, and I want you to know that nobody's alone. Everybody needs a hand. We all can't do this on our own. Lou showed me so many different things and helped me with so many different things that I can't thank him enough. You also, Harry, and everybody in here, I thank every one of you guys every day. Joelle, she's done great things for me. Any questions I have, I could call and ask. Nobody ever turns me down. Why? But I don't turn them down. So one hand shakes the other. And culture is the place to be for that, because everybody here has a great heart. Not just me, you, everybody here. We all work together as a team, and that's how it's supposed to be. Danny, I've only known for a few months. I feel like I've known him forever, because his heart is huge also, and he's done nothing but help me every time I ask him for something. He's learned that from Lou. Great, because Lou is a great motivational person. I actually don't know nobody that's more motivational than Lou. If anybody else could tell me somebody, great, but Lou is a great person, and this is a great company, and I see nothing but great things to happen here, and it will make me a better person being around great people.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for those words, man. I know that one thing that always sticks out of my head that you told me once was that what your father did to you and your family, you took as a lesson, like a great lesson of the opposite of the person and the father you wanted to be. And I never forgot those words from you, because it's true, you could have went the other way. You could have been resentful, you could have been angry about it and taken it out on everyone around you because of it. So I feel that neither you or your brother took that word.
No, neither one of us. There's no reason for that. Like I said, my mom, she taught us better than that. She was my mother and my father. On Father's Day, she gets a card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she did it for us. She was there. She's a great person.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, my mom's got health issues a little bit with her hands and stuff, but that's why she's with us, so we can help her. And it's not just my mom, it's my wife, it's my daughter, it's my family, it's my friends, it's everybody I learn from every day that's around me. My wife is amazing, my daughter is amazing, my mom is amazing. The mother of my child is amazing for giving me my child. And being there for her when she does also need her. Sometimes she's not, but most of the time she can be, and she's a good mom. I don't have nothing bad to say that my daughter would be around somebody dangerous, so that's also helpful that I know she's safe. And her other family, the mother's family, she's safe with them. So I'm happy to have all these people in my life that are great around me, and it's just a blessing to wake up every day and be able to go to work, go to the gym, make a few dollars, come home, eat dinner with my family. Don't look for much. I don't need much in life. Simple. Health, happiness, and I'm good. Lou was actually saying something about my father earlier, and we talked about it, but I didn't go into it. My wife actually found my father on Facebook. After I just turned 37, after 36 years, I'd never ever seen him. He's an alcoholic. He looks horrible. He looks like Santa Claus, actually. He's got a big white beard. He's a big fat guy. He looks just like Santa Claus. Man, I'm not drinking alcohol because I don't want to look like that. Yeah. But she found him on Facebook. We were talking about Facebook this morning and how good it is for everything in our business. Look at that. My wife found him on Facebook. My wife found him. My mother went after him for 70 grand in child support, which is pretty much a waste of money because every time we go to court, nothing ever happens, so it's a waste. But at least now we kind of have an idea where he is and what he was doing, because I was born in Philadelphia, but we're originally in Illinois. So if my mother and father would have stayed together, I'd be in Illinois right now. Not with my family here. So it's kind of a blessing that they're not together, because my family here is great, because my father's family never sent me a birthday card, never sent me a gift. They didn't care just as much as he didn't care. So who wanted those people in my life?
That's crazy. Where do you see John Miller in the next 5 or 10 years? What's your vision for yourself and your family?
Well, I see myself in 10 years retired, because I'm going to work that hard for it, and move to an island with my wife in a little bungalow that's simple, with a little motorcycle to get back and forth, renting wave runners to people on the beach. That's a dream. I can make it happen if I work hard enough. But with my family, I see my daughter becoming either a doctor or computer science, something amazing where right from the beginning, she's going to blow me out of the water, start making money and paying back all that I spent on her and say, I got it, don't worry about it, because she is that great of a kid. She's such a great kid that everything she asks me for, she gets, because I can't really deny her, because she does so good. You can't say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you got to do better in school. The kid wants to go to work at 15 years old. She went, got the application, wants to start working already. How amazing is that? I didn't have to push her to that. She wants to earn on her own. She wants to be independent because she sees how independent I am and how my mom taught me to be independent. Look, you don't have a father. You got to do this. You got to wake up. You got to do it. Your father's not going to help you. Go learn on your own. You have to do it. I can't teach you to be a man, so you have to learn it without your dad. And I did, for the best that I could. And I try to show my daughter the best way to be a woman out of a man's eyes. You know, I don't disrespect my mom, I don't disrespect my wife, I don't disrespect her mother ever, because I don't ever want her to think that it's okay to be disrespected. Talked to or hit, verbal abuse or physical abuse is just as bad. So I never do that in front of her. I never would even think about it. I want her to see how positive life can be. Because today is hard out there. These kids, they all hurt each other, and it's not easy, because when they go home, they're hurting each other on Facebook and Instagram. It's worldwide.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop. You know, when we were young, we got bullied, and you toughened up and you fought. Today you leave and these kids are getting bullied, but they're getting bullied on Facebook at 7 o'clock at night while they're eating dinner with their family. So it's really not fair anymore, but I teach her how to be the best person she can, and she teaches me every day how to be the best person I can.
That's awesome. Any more questions for John?
Anybody? Because I'm nervous, so.
Great.
I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you. I mean, I picked you just because you were the first one when I came here too. I got locked out of a house.
That's right.
You were so kind, like without even hesitating. You came over, and not only did you come over and help me get into the house, but then you offered to change the lock for them. I mean, you truly are just a good-hearted person that it's just amazing. You're amazing to be around.
Thank you.
That's good energy. So.
You know what it is also too? It's Lewis's company, and being here and helping him. I know that if he could have ran there and did it for you, he would have, but he's busy helping me. So when I have a chance to help somebody in here, I will. Why not? We're a team. We're family. We have to work together or we will not last. We're going to be bigger than Weicker one day. We're going to be bigger than Remax. We're going to be the best known name out there because we're going to earn it, all of us in here together. As a family, as friends, and all our families together will help us. Harry is a great motivational person also. He's a good friend. Everybody in here, I thank you for your love, your trust, and everything that you've done for me.